Coach Anthony, we're behind the gloves here with none other than Kenny Porter. How you doing, champ? How's everything?
Everything's great, man. Everything's good. Good fights tonight. Waiting on this main event.
How'd you think about the fights that you've seen so far, man? I mean,
some of them have had a little bit less than I desired. I wanted to see more, but we get into the meat and potatoes now, so it's time to sit down and really enjoy it.
Right. So let's cut to the chase, man. We got, your son, your fighter, fighting the fight you guys wanted, right? He went in that ring, he made some noise.
Right.
Next thing you know, you guys got the fight. How's camp going? And what's your thoughts on this fight?
Camp's coming along just well. As far as making some noise in that ring, we've been trying to get this guy to take this fight for 3 years, and it took us this long, it took him this long to finally accept it. So, our feelings are, now that he's accepted, he's going to train, harder than he's ever trained in his life to prepare for us, and we're going to do the same thing. And our full intention when we go out there is to be the champion, the WBC champion of 2018.
Right. And what do you see in Danny Garcia that you guys can capitalize on? What is it about his style? I know you guys know him from the amateurs. He's been doing this a long time.
You know what? I really can't say anything in particular about him because I haven't studied him like I should study him. But I will be studying him starting this week and all the upcoming weeks. But right now, I know the guy, he's deceptively fast. I know he's got some good punching power. And he knows how to win. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at a guy that's got speed that you can't really clock. We're also looking at a guy that's got some power that can surprise you. And we're looking at a guy that has the ability to win fights. He hasn't lost any or very many of them. He's won 99% of his fights.
Now, a style like Shawn's, that is a very aggressive style, comes straight at you. Does that play into a counterpuncher like Danny Garcia, who has a power shot?
No, that's a problem for a counterpuncher. Because a counterpuncher needs you to throw 1 or 2 punches for him to counter. And Shawn throws consecutive combinations. He may throw a double jab in the right hand, feint you, come back with a right hand left hook, feint you, go to your body, come back to your head again. You can't counter that. I'm a boxing trainer. I can't teach someone how to counter that. You can't counter that. It's too many punches.
Right.
You can counter a jab with a right hand. You can counter a 1-2 with a right hand and a left hook. But you can't counter a guy that's throwing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 punches and is physically fast and physically strong.
But
can't do it.
But you can punch in between those punches, right?
You can punch in between those punches. The problem with that is, it's kick and punch. We can punch. Right. The problem with that is my kid can take a punch. So he'll take your shit and give you some shit. The problem with that is Danny thinks he can throw 1 shot and finish a fight off. That's never happened before. You happen to do some shit like that with a guy like Rios. And no offense to Rios, but Rios was champion about 8 years ago.
Right.
And he's out of his prime and he's out of his weight class.
Right.
So, you're dealing with a guy in Shawn Porter that's not out of his prime. He's in his prime right now. You're dealing with a guy in Shawn Porter that nobody, Keith Thurman, Devin Alexander, Kell Brook, nobody's been able to stop. None of these guys have been able to stop him. Adrian Broner caught him with 1 shot. He gets up, and we win that round as well. So, we're looking forward to Danny thinking that he can throw 1 shot and it's going to finish a fight off, because that ain't the way we fight. Anybody that watches us know that's not the way we fight.
Right. Now, you also got some other big fights coming up. You got Triple G versus Canelo 2. What's your thoughts on that rematch? Any predictions?
My prediction would be the same way it was the first time. I don't think Canelo can beat that guy. But, moving forward, the only thing I'm really concerned about is, preparation for this fight. This is the biggest fight of the year. I think it's going to be fight of the year. It's going to be an instant classic. So, I think Danny's a great fighter. Shawn's a great fighter. Errol Spencer's a great fighter. Bud Crawford, Keith Thurman, great fighters. They all need to fight each other to become greater, So that's what
it's definitely a stacked division. All right, my man. Thank you very much for your time.
Appreciate you.
All right, good luck.
Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you go and do so by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video.